That smell in the air that you can smell is the smell of medals. We are at gold medal time here at the 3rd International Canoe Federation Canoe Slalom World Cup for 2023. We are in Tacen, in Ljubljana, in Slovenia. Beautiful city. If you've never been here, you've got to put it on your bucket list because it is a wonderful city. It's got a wonderful whitewater facility. And very, very soon we're going to be bringing you the 10 best women and the 10 best men, all vying for kayak gold. What's been an incredible season so far. My name's Ross Solly. It is great to be with you. We've got Luca Jones from New Zealand, Olympic silver medalist, sitting here beside me. Luca, I know you'd rather be out there, but you're not. You're here with me. What a great final we've got in store.
Afternoon, Ross. Yes, it is bittersweet being here in the commentary box. I would much rather be out racing the final, but that's the sport, and it's nice to join you here this afternoon.
We're going to have a look at one of our Olympic hopefuls in just a moment. Somebody who's got their sights set on Paris 2024. And just looking now at the kayak, we'll come to our Olympian in just a moment, but just looking at what a kayak is, what it involves, and the name under there, Ricardo Funk. Well, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But let's have a listen to Victoria Wohlfahrt from Austria.
Hi, I'm Vicky Wohlfahrt. I'm an Austrian canoe slalom athlete, and I'm an Olympian from Tokyo 2020, and I hope to see you all in Paris. I think an injury is always an opportunity to learn something about yourself. The last years were very hard for me mentally and physically as well, and I had to overcome it somehow. It was a bit hard for me to manage both categories. That's why I didn't compete in C1 for 2 years, because I was very scared also to come back. And I think you have to work on yourself to come back, and I found the joy again in kayaking, and that's the most important.
Yeah, Vicky had a shoulder injury which kept her out for a long time, and then the Austrians changed their qualification process around for the Olympics, and that made it even worse, and it was all a bit strange, but in the end she triumphed and got through to the Olympics, but not in the final here today, Victoria Wohlfahrt, but has been paddling very well this season. There is your final lineup. Luca, look at there's some well-known names in there, but the exciting thing is there's some really good young talent getting a chance at a senior final.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting final. A lot of good paddlers in here, a lot of, I guess, different levels of experience, but all capable of being on the podium.
Let's look at where the trouble is today, and a lot of stuff. Gate 4 problematic. We know that gates 9, 10, that combination there has been causing some problems. Gate 18 as well, some touches. Luca, you were out there in the semi-final. Tell us if there's Naomi Fox, who had a disappointing run as well. Tell us about the course. Where should we be watching? Where can this race be won or lost?
I mean, I guess anywhere. We've got a big drop at the start, which Veronica's about to descend down, and everywhere on this course you have to be watching at what the water's doing. It's changing all the time.
Is it a course where you can easily pick up time, or is it a bit too tricky for that?
If you can use the water and really look at what it's doing and use it to your advantage, then absolutely you can make up time on this course. But, you know, canoe slalom's about consistency, and it's about stringing all of these moves together, and that's what's going to achieve a result here today.
So Veronika Vitova from the Czech Republic is on the course. She's the only Czech in the final. We didn't have a single Czech in the men's or women's canoe final yesterday, so it's been a difficult weekend for the Czechs. However, they have a good representation in the men's K1 final coming up. But Veronika Vitova, at the moment, she's clean, but not particularly fast. We saw Jess set a time of 99.73, Jess Fox, to be the fastest qualifier. Definitely, I think, Luca, time under 100 would be needed to win a gold medal in this field with this quality.
Yes, and Veronica won't be happy with her run so far. She's lost a lot of time, just maybe hesitating a little bit and not being with the water. So she'll be trying to put together a good second half of this run, minimise her errors, and yeah, get to the finish as fast as possible. She's coming into that tricky number 18, which has been a bit of a dream crusher today for a lot of athletes who have been on good runs and just had trouble in that tricky upstream on the hole.
So I mentioned Ricarda Funk, and she's not here in the final. Quite incredible, really, to see the run she did in the semi-final. It'll be a run she will not want to go back and review because there are a lot of mistakes and really was very un-Funk-like, I have to say. But, I mean, this is canoe slalom, isn't it, Luca? I mean, yesterday we saw Jess Fox, the reigning Olympic champion in C1, make a big mistake, and today the reigning Olympic K1 champion making a big mistake. This is what the beauty of our sport is. You just don't know. It's so unpredictable. But that's where Veronica got some trouble there. Sorry, yes.
Oh yeah, I was just going to agree with you. That's what makes sport exciting, and especially our sport. It's unpredictable. Even the Olympic and world champion can come undone.
Yep. So, look, we've been a bit quick previously to write off the first paddler on the course with a time, but as Luca knows, because you've been in many finals yourself, Luca, you can go out there and be the first one on the course and set a time that you think is not going to go anywhere near it, and then watch the next 9 paddlers all self-destruct. So you shouldn't ever rule yourself out. No,
and even if you're making mistakes out there in the final and you think that the medal's slipping away, you have to keep fighting for it. You don't know what other people are going to do out there.
Now, Ria Schreiber, the first of 2 Americans. We were pondering before, Luca, when would have been the last time there were 2 Americans in a women's K1 final. Probably not in our lifetime.
Yeah, I can't recall.
No. Well, you know, it's been for the last few years. It's been Evie Liebfarth, and that's about it. But now Ria Schreiber's put together. Oh, she's done the same mistake as Veronica did, though. Gone a little bit too deep. Ria Schreiber, of course, does spend a lot of time here on this Tacen course, so you would expect that she would do well here, but a great moment for her to have some Senior World Cup final action. And her split at the moment, look, I don't know whether you should put too much, that we've had some problems with the split times this weekend. They haven't been all that accurate, but at the moment she looks like she's tracking okay despite that early error.
She's had to fight for a few things out there, but she's pulling together a solid run, and you know, the bottom half of the course is going to matter for her. Her father, Rob, is very involved in sport, and I'm sure we'll be watching online and supporting Ria from afar. But she's a really strong young paddler. She won the parallel slalom in the flat water in Ljubljana earlier this week.
And just good to see. I mean, as you mentioned pre-commentary, Luca, the Americans had such a great weekend with Zach Loken winning his first World Cup medal yesterday, picked up the silver, and 2 Americans in this final. This is salad days indeed for the US canoe slalom team as they start to plan for LA 28. And wouldn't it be fantastic if they can get some great young paddlers going there? This young lady, Ria Schreiber, would love to be there, I'm sure. So she has gone in with a 1:15. That's not going to be good enough, unfortunately. 10 seconds behind Veronica Botova. So no chance there for Ria Schreiber, but it's a World Cup final and they don't come around all that often.
She'll be really cherishing this opportunity to race the World Cup final here in Tacen. I think this course means a lot to her. And yeah, great effort to be in the final.
Now, Luca, while we've got a little break, I need to ask you, how are you? Because I mentioned in the commentary here and last week about your battles in the last 12 months or so. You had COVID and it really knocked you around there for a long time. We didn't see you last year.
Yeah, it was a crazy year, and actually even at the beginning of this year I got COVID again.
I can't believe you.
It knocked me. I've had some injuries, so yeah, I feel like I've always been coming back from something, but I am back and I'm grateful for it.
Are you feeling, does the body feel good again now? Are you feeling 100%?
Yeah, I've changed the way I train a little bit, but generally I'd say I'm back to full health.
Well, we're certainly very happy to have you back competing this year. We missed you last year. It's not the same without without you there. And of course, aiming for another Olympics, Luca, which would be just incredible for the career that you've had.
Yeah, my 5th Olympics, that would be incredible.
There aren't too many who are still out there who've done 5 Olympics.
Yeah.
Well,
old bones.
No, well, Anna Satilla, of course, is aiming for her 4th. Malin Charoux, of course, although she's not here, she's been around for a few Olympics. So
Peter Kauser.
Peter Kauser, yes.
Ellen and Peter.
Yeah.
And my friend Claudia is on course at the moment from Poland. She's a great paddler, very consistent, very good technically and physically, trains really hard. And yeah, she looks like she's putting together a really solid run out there, just nailed that gate 9:10.
She spent some time down in New Zealand over the summer.
She did, yes. And it was such a delight having her there. We had a really good group of international women out in New Zealand.
It's so good having the Northern Hemisphere paddlers coming down. A lot of them now are starting to go to places like Dubai and Reunion and places like that, but still a good gathering heading down to Penrith and out to Auckland for training. But this is not a bad run, just a 2-second penalty, but time-wise, it's been a very competent run here from Claudia. She's told me the other week, Luca, that she's sick and tired of finishing 4th.
She told me that too.
Yes.
So I hope that she'll be better than 4th today. She's a really, great friend and great paddler. So, 2 touches though.
That's gonna be hard.
She'll be annoyed about that.
Especially that one there. That was one that she really could have got away without touching, I think. But anyway, she gives a bit of a bang on the head there, but currently sitting in the lead. She's gone under the 100. In fact, that time, when you look at it, it's a really good time.
Really good time.
With 4 seconds in penalties, the raw time is a 95, which is 2 seconds faster than Jess Fox went in the semi. So she's really put together a good run there with 4.
She has, and you never know. That might still end up on the podium, but there are a lot of good paddlers to come.
Yes, there are.
She'll have a nervous wait.
But a time there for the rest of the paddlers, if they did hear it or if they have been told about it, they'll know that they need to be on their game. So some good pace there from Claudia Zwolinska. Just a couple of sneaky little touches there that could in the end be the difference between going home medalless or having him. Yes, she knows that. She knows what is happening there. Something's got away from her.
And that gate 12 is a tricky gate. There have been a lot of touches on that, but she'll be really kicking herself for hitting that one of those last downstreams.
For sure. Now, one of the exciting young French paddlers, we were talking earlier this morning, Luca, about the depth in the French team. It's just incredible that they keep bringing out these young paddlers. You only see them once or twice a year, but they all come out and they're all so good. And here is a former under-23 world champion who we rarely see on the senior circuit.
Yeah, I watched her in the French selections and I was really impressed with her level of paddling. I think she got a 50, which meant that she missed the team, but great young paddler.
Working hard there to get across Colleen Charel. One of 2 paddlers are French in this final. I think they'll give this a good shake. There was a touch as well. That was, again, another... It's a frustrating thing, isn't it, Luca? There are so many times when you'll touch a gate when you just cannot avoid it. You've been put into a position, but there are other times when you really should never have touched the gate, and you'll go back and look at it and think, how did that happen?
Oh, yes. I mean, sometimes in the final, you're just going that little bit faster than what is comfortable, and you make silly mistakes like that.
Will that be the difference? She's well down on the Zwolinska split at the moment. Getting a real understanding now of how fast Claudia Zwolinska really was at the top of the course. She really motored down that part. So this is the challenge, one of the challenging gates here, when your arms are tired, your mind is tired, you're just trying to stay focused to get to the finish. And then this combination at the end. So Colleen Charel is not going to take over the lead, but she's going to be very close. She'll be a close second at the moment behind Claudia Zwolinska, just over the 100 mark. But you can lock that away into second position now for Colleen Charel. We've had 4 paddlers on the water. We've got 6 to go. Oh, they're just sorting themselves out there, first, second and third. Not that difficult, is it, Luca?
It's not.
Seriously, they made that look a lot harder than it actually is. Come on, team. Just the first goes in the middle, the second on the left, on the right, and the third on the left. Anyway, they've already done great stuff on the water, so they don't need to worry about that. The next paddler on the water, though, is Elena Lilik, and now we're going to get a real feel, I think, for what sort of time we win a medal, because she's in such good form, Luca. I know you've seen her paddle a few times. She was good. Yes, she was fantastic yesterday in the C1, winning that gold medal. She won K1 at the opening World Cup of the Year. You weren't there, I don't think, in Augsburg?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
No, you weren't there, so you missed that. But she was very good there. So, and there's Dad, nervously looking on, just thinking, what has my daughter got for me today? She's such a super paddler, and again, it's like when we talk about people like Vit Prindes, hard to believe that a paddler of this capability hasn't been to an Olympics, and will find it very hard to get to the Olympics given the people who are in front of her. But she's such an improved paddler and super, super fast.
Yeah, the German team has so much strength and depth at the moment in K1 and C1.
Yep.
Both across men's and women's classes. So, yeah, Elena will be vying for an Olympic spot for sure, and she'll be one of the favourites. But, you know, her competitor for that spot is the Olympic and world champion.
Yes. Yeah, it is one of the cruel things about our sport that only one athlete can go per country, and it does mean that some very, very good athletes miss out and have to stay at home and watch it on the telly. Of course, with the advent of kayak cross, it does open up some new opportunities for people to get to Olympics, but it's hard when you see the quality of some of the athletes who, like the Slovakians in the men's C1, for example. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, the fact that Alexander Slavkovsky has never been to an Olympic Games it's cruel.
It is so cruel, but that's the way it is. At the moment, though, we are looking at Claudia Zielinska at the top of the leaderboard. At the moment, Elena Lilik is a little bit down on the split, so again, just getting a good understanding of how fast the Polish paddler was at the top.
Claudio was flying.
She really was. And that time, when you look at that raw time, it's so fast. So Elena Lilik at the moment, I don't think she's going to go into the lead, but can she slip into second? She's finishing fast though. She's going to be just out. No, just under. Well done. Wow, she flew home. She can't believe it. That is a big finish. Claudia's just shaking her head. She can't think, when is this going to happen?
She was fast in Augsburg, had 2 touches and finished 4th.
And she's had 2 touches here. I hate to say it, but she might be going to finish 4th again. That'll just be heartbreak. But let's not take anything away from this young lady. Look at that fierce look of determination from Elena Lilik. And, you know, it takes a special athlete, doesn't it, Luca, to win 2 gold medals, even just to win 2 medals on a weekend.
Oh, yeah. No, it would be a phenomenal effort to win across both classes. We see it from these athletes like Elena Lilik, Jessica Fox. Victoria Urs as well is very capable across both classes. Medalled yesterday, has a chance to medal again today in the final.
Now, have you totally thrown out your C1 career?
Yeah, I've only been in a boat a couple of times since I retired from C1.
Yeah.
I do love it, and I love watching it, but I think
it was fun while it lasted.
It was.
Yeah. And you're doing kayak cross though still?
I am.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I like. You should be, because you got that fierce streak about you that I think will strike fear into the hearts of many other opponents. We just saw Ricardo Front looking on. I think she's still trying to come to grips with what happened with her run.
It'll be a weekend she'll want to put behind her, but the Europeans have a big competition coming up in the European Games.
Yep.
So she'll be setting her sights on that, and there's no reason she can't take that title.
That's when she'll step up on the big stage. You see the quality athletes really coming through. So we're just waiting now. Hopefully we're going to get a quick word from Elena Lilik. Of course, she had to get out of the boat, get up the little hill there. It's a little steep hill. You've got to. We are traditional. I don't know if that is traditional.
We're halfway through the finals. How are you feeling?
I'm super happy. I struggled a little bit in the middle part, but I'm happy when I saw the time at the finish line.
Yeah, you're happy with that time? Do you think it'll be enough for a medal?
I hope so, but I'm not sure.
You excited? Are you a little tired from yesterday, or do you feel good?
I'm feeling good, but of course I'm a little bit tired. My arms are exhausting.
Okay, well, we'll see if it's enough.
Thank you.
Yeah, will it be enough? That's the question. It's a 98.92 from Elena Lilik. It's faster than Jess Fox went in the semi. I've got to say, though, Luca, when we were watching it, we thought that Jess was quite conservative, being a little bit careful after what happened to her yesterday. She didn't seem to be taking too many risks. I don't think she'll do the same again today.
Yeah, it's not
She's your
her
coach, by the way.
yeah, my team over there.
Yep.
It's not her first rodeo, and she knows with a solid run she can make the final, and that's where it's the business side of things for Jess.
So the second of our Americans, it's Evie Liebfarth. She does like this course. I remember seeing her when she was just 15 paddling on this course. That first season when she was here, Luca, we were all blown away, weren't we? Where did this 15-year-old girl come from who was mastering Tacen as she did that year?
Yeah, it was incredible. She was performing across multiple courses, and yeah, I think we were all really excited to see what she could do in the future, and you know, here she is in another world-class final.
Yep. She came here on the eve of the Tokyo Olympics for the Junior World Championships. Most of the other athletes had gone to Tokyo already, but she wanted to do the juniors and under 23s, and it paid off for her because she won the junior K1 world title and went straight from here to Tokyo. So she does love this course. She's got good results here.
Yeah, and she seems to be on a solid run so far. You know, I think Claudio's really shown the potential of this course in terms of time. You know, she had a really fast run time, and I think that's the sort of time that we'll be looking to see from paddlers like Jess or Eva.
Yep. Yes, we should mention, by the way, that the Slovenian crowd have turned out. They don't have anyone in the men's final, but they have Eva Terschel in the women's final. Should be coming up very, very soon, and that will bring the crowd to their feet, and they do love a good final, the Slovenians, and they especially love a good Slovenian in a final.
Yeah, you can really hear the sound turn up when there's a Slovenian on the course, and it's a great atmosphere out there on the grandstands.
This is a nice run from Evie Liebfarth. She's a little bit down on the split, but it's been tidy. It's been penalty-free.
Yeah, which is important. She's working hard towards the finish line with a couple of gates to go.
But we know that Elena Lilik was very fast down here. Through the bottom part, she made up a lot of time. So what can Evie Liebfarth do at the finish? Oh, nice little finish here. She's going to be just outside, though. Moves into third. But after her season she's had so far, she's been so disappointed. She's had a couple of 11th placings, which is very frustrating, because it's like finishing 4th in a final, finishing 11th in a semi-final. It's really annoying.
It is.
So she'll be happy now to be back in a final and paddling reasonably well, going through there without any penalties at all.
Yeah, and being in the final and putting down a solid run, it adds a lot to someone's confidence, and she'll be taking a lot away from this performance.
So great to see young paddlers sticking with their form and working hard, and it has been a bit of a baptism of fire for Evie, but she loves the sport, she lives for the sport, travels the world paddling, and really has got such a big future. She's already got one Olympics under her belt, and she's still only 19.
Yeah, it's exciting to see what she'll be able to do in the future, and this year is an important year with regards to the Olympics.
So you'll actually, let's have a look at Romain Prigent first of all, and I always expect a good performance from her on this course. I mentioned in the semi-final, she won the COVID gold medal here in 2020 when it was one of only 2 World Cups we held in 2020. And there were a lot of athletes who didn't make it, obviously, but Romain Prigent was here and she won the gold. But then she also won it. Oh, what's that floating down the course?
It's a big stick. It's not ideal,
no,
but hopefully it floats faster than she's going.
I hope that doesn't play a part somewhere in this. Yes, but she came here and she won a silver, I think, in the under-23 World Championships, also on this course. So she has a love for this water. She has a love for the setting here, so I'm expecting a big thing here from her, Luca, and it's been a good start to the run for her.
Yeah, she's a really nice paddler, and she'll be disappointed to miss the French team this year, but it just is testament to the depth of paddling in France.
and she's very much in touch with the speed at the top of the course, which is a very good effort for her. And if she can stay clean now and keep this pace up, she's going to give this a bit of a shake, because there you go, she's picked up a lot of time. So Romain Prigent is putting together some sort of a run here. Can she hold it together, though? There are some very challenging combinations coming up, but Luca, she's looking strong.
She is, and yeah, hopefully she can hold the bottom together here. She's made a bit of a mistake, but she might be able to soak that up. But this is where it counts, you know, you're getting tired, your arms are lactic, and you've got to nail these last few gates to be in with a shot of a medal.
Oh, it's really hard work for her, but she's going to be very close. I think she's just going to be outside Elena Lilik's time. Sneaking away a little bit now. She lost a little bit there on that last upstream, didn't she? And it's just blown out for a little bit now, unfortunately. My goodness, she really did lose some time down the bottom.
Yeah, you could just see it slipping away, and she'll be disappointed with that second half of the run. She was on a good one, but that's the sport. You need to put together a whole run.
Yep. It's no good doing half a good run. That will not win you a medal. So we have 3 more to go. Look at the quality, though, that we've got to come. We've got Victoria Us, who's in very good form, won a silver medal yesterday in the C1. Eva Terschel on her home course, looking to bounce back to the form that saw her become world champion in 2019. And then Jess Fox, who has this incredible record, Luca, that she has not left Tacen since 2013 without a gold medal.
Wow.
Every time she's come here, she's won at least 1 gold medal. A couple of times she's won 2, just for good measure. But after yesterday, blowing the final, she's very determined today to get back out there. But
she'll be out for redemption.
Yes, she will. Look at anybody who gets in her way. But isn't it great to see Victoria Us paddling well? And I mean, she's just such a fighter and does all the disciplines, C1, K1 and kayak cross, and does them all well.
Yeah, I was excited to catch up with her in London at the training camp, and I've not seen her in a couple of years, and yeah, she's improved so much over the last year, and she's been getting a lot of good results.
And she was saying to me that you know, she's enjoying paddling at the moment because it's a bit of a sanctuary for her, just away from the news and what's happening in her country. And when she's out on the water, she can put all that to the back of her mind, and it's really a chance for her to be in a quiet place. Yeah,
you can't even imagine what it must be like. She said she's not been home in over a year. Her family's back in the Ukraine, and it's a lot to deal with mentally.
She's a very strong young lady, though, and just a beautiful paddler to watch. Been to a couple of Olympics. Would fancy her chances of getting to a 3rd Olympics next year, of course, in Paris. And look at that time. She's going well.
She's on a good run. She works closely with her dad. She's worked with her dad coaching-wise in the past, and has been doing a bit of work with Jean-Yves Chutin in France as well.
What a move. She nailed that move to perfection. Now, has she got the pace to finish, though? It's going to be very, very close for Victoria Us. Could she be in line for a 2nd medal this weekend? I think she's going to be it's going to be just outside the gold medal time, I think. But, 0.01!
Oh, wow.
What the heck? How does that happen? Victoria Us has done it. I thought she was going to be just outside, but that is unbelievable. You do not often see that margin.
I've got a smile on my face.
Me too.
Vicky.
Me too. That is a fantastic result. What a fantastic finish to that run. She just got it together.
You could see the determination on her face, and it wasn't the perfect run. She had a few mistakes out there, but overall it was a good run, and I think we'll see.
Well, the last 2 paddlers are going to have to do something very special, but what it does mean, Luca, is that she definitely has a 2nd medal for this weekend. I don't think she can't believe
0.01. That's some margin.
You cannot believe it. She's thinking, how can you be so accurate? Well done, Vicky. That is a fantastic result, but just to definitely have 2 medals in a weekend, that's a good weekend to work. Now the crowd get excited. It's a Saturday It's Saturday lunchtime. It's about to tick over to midday on a Saturday. Everyone's been to the popular Ljubljana markets this morning in the heart of Ljubljana. They bought themselves some bargains, and now they're here to cheer on their world champion from 2019, Eva Terschel. They do love a hometown favourite. And, I mean, she's been down a bit on her form since she had a disappointing Olympics, Luca, didn't she? And been down on her form since then, so now is the day for her to get her form back.
I wouldn't say she's off to the ideal start, but she knows this course well. She knows the water. She's trained here for so many years that, you know, if someone can pull back time, it's her.
She is going to be, well,
wow.
What do we know? But is that accurate? I mean, I'm just, you know, we've had some issues with some of the timing, so don't get too excited just yet, but her time is looking good for Eva Terschel at this stage, and she's starting to get some nice moves together now. That was a good cross there. She's done well. She's used the rock. The important thing for her now, Luca, is not to touch a gate. She can't afford a penalty. Ooh. And at the moment, she's still up. The split is good. It's consistent. I think we're going to be in for a very close finish. Victoria Us is a 98.91. Oh, what do you think, Luca?
Oh, she's got a touch, but, you know, you never know. She could have a really fast bottom section.
Just a touch with the back. She won't even know she's had it. And when she sees it, she'll be so disappointed.
She'll be using the cheering from the home crowd to get her to the finish line.
98.91. She's got to go under. She's not going to do it. She's outside the medals. That gate touch is going to be the difference. Unfortunately for Eva Terschel, without that 2 seconds, she would be in the lead. And that is frustrating for an athlete.
The big question is Claudio going to be fourth this weekend? Or will she be on the podium?
Well, Elena Lilik has her second medal for the weekend as well. So that is a good weekend for her. The only person who can upset the apple cart now is somebody who has never left Tacen without a gold medal. She has got the kayak cross to come tomorrow, though. She does not do it today, but she would be I mean, Luca, you've raced with Jess many, many years. She usually bounces back well from disappointment, doesn't she?
She does. She's a phenomenal paddler. Mentally, you know, you saw at the Olympics, she bounced back from maybe a disappointing kayak run to win the C1. And it was very inspiring to watch.
Well, let's see, what has she got for us today? She's a multiple world champion in the K1. She's won a silver and 2 bronze at the Olympics. She won a bronze behind Luca Jones, my co-commentator, in Rio in 2016. She is, without doubt, I think, the greatest canoe paddler of our generation. And she's going to show us today what she's made of. Can she bounce back? This is where she made the mistake yesterday in the canoe. No mistakes today. She was right through the middle of that gate, leaving nothing to chance. Good move on gate 2. Where is she going to really go for it, do you think, Luca?
I think everywhere, you know, the level she is at, she's just so consistent and so accurate. And I think if we're going to see the fastest run of the day, it will be from Jess.
So 98.91 is the time that she needs to beat. That's the time that Victoria Us, the Ukrainian, oh my goodness, if that is accurate, that is a top section of the course to behold, and she is not looking like she's slowing down. Good combination here for Jess Fox, the Australian. Looking strong, using the rock. Still looks strong, Luca. She looks like she's still got a little bit in reserve.
Yeah, she looks very controlled and dynamic out there. She did a great job of gate 12, which is a very tricky upstream, and yeah, she's on what I would say is the winning run right now.
Yes. The thing is, can she nail this move? Oh, can she nail this move? Of course she can nail that move. Got 3 more gates to go, and the gold medal will be hers. Oh, the time is just tightening up a little bit. Victoria Us was very fast at the bottom. 98.91 is the time that Jess Fox needs to go under. She doesn't want to touch this gate. It's going to be close, but I think she's got it. She's got the gold medal. My goodness. This lady is a phenomena. She really is. the pressure she was under after yesterday, the pressure that she has when she races here at Tacen, and she has knocked that gold medal off of Victoria Usa's neck. There's Mum, she's looking happy now, sort of. That's happy. Believe me, if you're watching at home, that's happy for Miriam.
And Claudio was so fast again, but those touches keeping her out of that top 3.
We need to just, you make a good point there, Luca. We need to just acknowledge there that Claudio Zwolinska's raw time, what is it, was a 95, which would have won her the gold medal, because the 3 paddlers in front of her all had clean runs, so it really will be a case of what could have been. But let's not take anything away from Jessica Fox. Her incredible record here at Tacen continues. Yeah, that's happy. That is happy. She's quite happy.
It's actually been a great weekend for Australia. There have been a lot of finals from Australian athletes.
And we've got 2 men coming up in the K1 final, including Lucien Delfour, who's had chickenpox all week. So that's
really?
He's had chickenpox. And he's out paddling. He's incredible. There we are, confirmation there. Jess Fox with the gold. Victoria Usa, another silver medal. 2 silver medals this weekend. Elena Lilik picks up the bronze. Another 4th for Claudia Zwolinska. Tershel, Liebfarth, Sherelle, Vochtova, Shribar and Prijan. Yeah, what a great final. What are your thoughts on it, Luca?
I thought it was a really exciting final. There were a lot of very good runs out there. It was tight at the top, and you know, we were holding our breaths, not knowing if Jess was going to take the lead again.
Well, we are just waiting now for Jess Fox to get out of the kayak, come up and to have a chat with Sophia in the commentary position, but she'll be breathless, I'm sure, but very excited to have another gold medal here in Tacen. There she is, a bit of celebration for Jess, Eva Tershel there, Victoria, Elena Lilik. What a great podium that is. And now we'll have a listen and see in just a moment what Jess has got to say, but
Young Yeti Priskovich.
he's pretty happy. Here's Jess.
Congratulations. How do you feel, Jess?
Exhausted. No, I'm really pleased, really proud of that run and to come back after yesterday. And yeah, Tacen is always such a challenging course, and I knew that Elena and Vicky did some pretty good runs. So yeah, just happy to put down a great race.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Definitely looked like a really good run.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great run, and I mean, we can't underestimate, can we, Luca, just how strong she is. As I said, you've paddled with her. You've been there since she began her career back in London in 2012, the first time on the big stage, the biggest stage of all. You were there in London. You and the Australians paddle a lot together. I mean, what is it that makes her tick?
I'm not sure. I think
if we knew, we'd all tap into it, wouldn't we?
Exactly,
Yeah.
But I think, you know, Jess is just an incredible paddler, technically, mentally and physically, and she can perform in the big pressure moments when it counts. And I think most importantly, she's just a wonderful person as well.
She's a great ambassador for our sport, no doubt about that. And yeah, it's just incredible to see her picking up another gold medal. It's amazing, really, what she's done in her career. And she's got Paris coming up soon. Of course, she's got to get that quota and she's got to earn the selection for Australia. But who knows what I know that the thing that is burning her up inside at the moment is that K1 gold medal at the Olympics. That's what she desperately wants. People have conspired, including you, Luca Jones, to keep her out of it for so long.
We try,
yes,
we try, Ross.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Luca. Safe trip. You're going back to New Zealand for a little bit.
Yes.
Enjoy that, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the World Championships in
Thank
London
you.
later this year. But thank you so much for doing the commentary with us.
No worries. Thank you.
Hey, it's Mati Soudi, I'm from Morocco, and I hope to see you on the next Olympics of 2024. I was really proud to represent all the Moroccans at the Olympics because we don't have a lot of boats on the start, so I'm really happy to represent all the Africans also. Yeah, I think I have more experience during the season. Since I progress every year. It's really special for me because I train always in France. We have a lot of support for the preparation and also for the race. Now the target is to go in the final during the World Cups and the World Championships. Yeah, but I work hard with the Moroccan Olympic Committee and I hope to be ready.
So good to see Mathis Sodi from Morocco. He's such an improved paddler. He's not going to be in this final, but he's been paddling really, really well this year, and I'm sure he has a really, really good chance of getting to the Olympics for a second time for Morocco next year. But it's now time for the men's final. Finn Butcher, we've got a very New Zealand flavour, an Anzac flavour to the commentary. We've picked one New Zealander out and put another one in. Finn Butcher, did you see Jess Fox's run? What did you think?
Yep, I did. I've just come in from Riverside. It was pretty impressive, wasn't it? She's pretty onto it. But she's almost, I don't know, I feel like she does some of her best work when she's
under pressure.
Under pressure from a previous class or a previous weekend of racing or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
she had that
getting a
disappointment.
50 in the C1 yesterday, and then she just absolutely laid one down. So
there's nothing more threatening than a wounded fox.
That's right. Yeah, but we're into the boys now.
We are indeed, and wow, what a final this is. We've got some quality athletes coming your way, a couple of Olympic champions, a couple of world champions, several World Cup winners, and some young guns, Finn Butcher, who want to throw it out there and stand up to the big boys.
Yeah,
and show them what it's all about.
It looks like Darius is starting us off reasonably well, I reckon. He's pretty tidy. I can't remember what the split was from the semi, but I reckon that 33-47 was pretty good.
Yeah, quite possibly.
He seems pretty tidy so far, so he's a little bit slipped away on 11 there, on 10 there, sorry, but quick around 12.
So the time,
just picked up a touch.
Yeah, the time that Vit Prindes set as the fastest time in the semi-final was an 86.24.
All right, that's our marker. I sort of thought from the semi we could go a little bit quicker than that. Well, not much.
We were speculating about whether we could get an 85, weren't we? So
I reckon there will be.
Well, we've got the quality of athlete to do it, no doubt about that. We've got the last two Olympic gold medalists both stepping up in just a little while. And the man who will go off last, Vit Prindes, and of course the Italian Ferrari, they're all gunning for it today. It's going to be a world.
It's pretty good.
He's done all right, yeah, 89.56.
It's a nice start. I think he might have picked up a penalty on 13. There's a star there, but
you called it.
It looked like the Balbers boat might have clipped the pole there, so we'll see. We've got lots of angles.
Somebody's not happy. He's not happy. What's he unhappy
coach?
The coach. He wants to know, get that asterisk off the screen, he's saying. Don't stuff around with us. There was no touch there. What are you talking about? I could see from where I was standing.
But
the coaches always see stuff that nobody else or don't see stuff that everybody else does see. But look, you've got to lay down that early marker, don't you, Finn? And we keep talking about the athlete who goes off first in a final, and they end up standing up there in that what we call the kiss and cry zone. They stand up there for the whole time.
Yeah. So I reckon it was the other pole of 13, the far pole. He hit it with his bow.
Just there.
Might be wrong. Oh no, there it is. It's come up on the screen. So no, it's not the pole we're looking at. We're looking at the other side. I'm right. But good start. And like we said in the semi, there was only one person that had a penalty into the final. So everybody has the capacity to go clean here.
Darius there just giving a gobful of advice to some people on the sidelines. What he thought about their heritage and their upbringing. Right, there he is. You might be able to detect there. You might be able to detect there with Lucian. We just, as we said in the semis, he's had the chicken pox. It's been an incredible build-up. He hasn't been on the water all week. The first run he had on this course, Finn, was the qualifying heat. Oh,
wow, he did well to save that.
The qualifying heat, and as you know, Finn, no, Lucian. That's messy.
Okay, he'll just have to keep his mind in the game now.
Yep.
Because anything can happen in the final. Even though
certainly can, and we know he's got the speed. He's like a pocket dynamo. He's a pocket dynamo. He just gets going. He'll take a few risks here. You can guarantee. You watch. He will ride some of these gates. The judges now, they're starting to shift uneasily in their chairs. in the central missionary position because they need to... Oh, there we go. An unusual take on that gate.
Yeah, gate 10's been throwing some weird surges at people, There's been some people flying all over the place, but he's actually come through it not too bad. He's going to be a bit down on the split and probably reasonably far down on the winning split from the semi, but if he can keep this together, could be in for a decent finish to his run anyway.
I think given the circumstances, Finn, given his build up to this event,
I'd be happy to be in the final.
I think the final he would consider that to be a pretty good result because you don't want to be stuck in your hotel room for 10 days and come out and be told you've got to paddle on Tacen.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to win.
Yeah, of course.
I know Lucien, he definitely would have been fired up to get a good result here, but what can you do?
Yep, that is what it is. So Lucien Delfour just looking now, checking out what he got. The Australians giving him a bit of support there. Always managed to find the camera, the Australians. So I blame Chris Hemsworth. I think. So the first
just picked up a touch on that first part, and then
he gave it such a smack.
Yeah, fine margins though. And then a little bit of rodeo in that middle section.
Yep.
You have to run it like that though. To be fast in that move, you've got to turn super early before 10. Yeah. And we'll keep the Anzac flair going with Tim coming next.
Yes, we will. So, not that I want to stipulate that Finn and I, you're not going to find two fairer men in the business.
But we're cheering for the...
And even though we are Anzacs, which for those who don't know, Anzac stands for Australia New Zealand Army Corps. Because we are Australia New Zealand, but we are very, very fair. And I defy anybody at home to tell us otherwise. But, no, Darius, be positive, my friend. Two what? No, scissors. Rock, paper, rock, scissors.
He might be talking about his touch here.
I think he was, the 2-second penalty. Right, Tim Anderson, I mentioned he was looking so laid back this morning at the breakfast table that he almost just ate the cornflakes off the table. That's how.
He's been smashed.
He's all right, though.
Not bad, though,
okay. So Tim Anderson, the second of our Australians, looking to put himself in the mix for a medal, which would be a major breakthrough moment. We've known for some time that he's got the speed.
Oh yeah, he does. Definitely has the speed. And then, like I said earlier in the semi-final, he was very good in the pre-season races in Aussie over in Penrith this year. So here we go. It's showing on the split. Pretty tidy start, really. Nice, that's good there too. Nice and early there, he's going to go forwards.
Good, yeah, look at that, he's done the Finn Butcher approach to those tricky gates. They're just doing a little bit of a shimmy shake across there to gate 12.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He did touch the rock with his bow there, but I don't think it took much speed off him. Oh, nice. Nice and tight in 15.
Mentioned the time of Vit Prindes was an 86.24. I don't think he's going to go anywhere near the 86.24, but he's going to be close to the 90.
Oh, that's good.
Which will be
Stuck
nice.
around that pole nicely. Bit sticky on the exit 19, but he'll be pushing through.
Yeah. So can he get there around the 80? No, he's going to be over the 85, 86, 87
here, I think. Yeah, you can see him lining it up from a while away.
Yeah, he's done all right, has he?
He's pretty good, but I think he's going to be just behind.
It's very similar time. Oh no, just outside his time for the semi.
Yeah. Overall, pretty good run, to be fair.
Clean.
And I think clean is good.
Yep, clean, and he doesn't get a lot of...
He's pretty happy there.
Doesn't get a final, I love you. There's Lucien there with the... Look at him there, he's pretty happy. Jess Fox, winners are grinners.
Yeah.
The gold medal.
Team Oz going well this week, actually.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Taking over the world, one event at a time.
Yeah, he got smashed in that first drop, but sometimes you just gotta, you take what you get, because...
And look at him, you've got water coming out of every orifice. Because
he was straight back on, laser focus back on that gate too.
Yep.
This is
going there
well here.
A little bit of it. Oh, he's gonna chew the end off that gate, but he got through okay. So
great camera work.
They do a great job. Fantastic job. And the replay guys, I mean, they are seriously on the mark.
Aussie team staff.
Yep. Getting excited again. Brody Crawford, wasn't it?
Who's next? Hannes Eigner, Mr. Consistent.
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah.
Two-time Olympic bronze medalist. Are you going to make a bold statement here?
No.
Okay.
Was he in the final in Augsburg, the first race? I think he was, wasn't he? I don't know. Actually, can't be anything on that. But he was last week in Prague, and he is again this week. And Hannes knows how to perform when it matters. He just pumps in solid runs.
He does. He looks
so strong.
He looks strong. He's with his new haircut. He looks a bit like an accountant, but he's a serious man when he gets out there on the water. And I mean that because I love accountants. They do some great work. And without accountants, a lot of us would be in jail. But Hannes Eigner, he's a no-nonsense man.
Nice. That was very tidy. Stuck right on the inside of 4. And then picked up that wave nicely to run up into 5. So pretty good start here. He's going to be pretty on the split. Yep, almost 1.6 up.
If he's aware of the time, he would be pretty excited. The fact that the leader's time at the moment is a 91.5. He'd be pretty excited about the chances of going under that time.
I don't know if Popula's split includes his penalty or not, because his penalty came right here.
Yes,
so
that's right.
This next split could be telling. If he's still on it there, yep, he's good.
So Hannes Eigner, again, another one looking for a 4th Olympics after a very, very exciting career.
Solid. That was good.
This will be his final Olympic campaign, he says, and he's well up on the split. So we're going to see a time around the late 80s at the moment.
Oh, he's a bit sticky, but
didn't brush the gate with his back. He was okay. Yeah. Hannes Eigner now coming to the finish line. It's going to be around the 92nd. I thought he's blown it out a little bit, hasn't he, on the bottom of the course?
Yeah. Popula must have been very good at the bottom section. Because Hannes to be 3 seconds up before, there's only 3 gates to go after that last split.
Yeah. So Popula made up a lot of ground. That 2-second penalty could be crucial in the end, but I repeat, the top 5 that are the last 5 on the course, they are your dream team. If we had a dream team competition, 4 of those,
the 6, Felix as well.
Felix as well, my man. My big prediction for Felix, but if we had a dream team competition, you had to select the paddlers going out there paddling for gold. You'd put maybe Marcelo Better, you'd put in as a rough horse, I don't know, but
you're just missing bib 3. Kauser. He was 11th in the semi-final, so just the local missing out there, but we're finishing off the final with bib 5, 10, 4, 2 and 1.
Yeah.
We're not mucking around.
That is quality. That is quality. But you expect that. This is a World Cup. Yeah. This is a World Cup final.
Here we go.
Felix Oschmautz. Has he got 2 good runs in him on a day?
I'd say he does.
Okay.
I'd bet he does. He's pretty on it.
Well, I'm happy with my prediction that he could be in top 5. I was 1 out because he ended up being top 6
was he?
Into the final. But this is ripe for the taking, this final right now, because nobody's gone under 90. And we had 3 or 4 guys go under 90 in the semi. So this is ripe for the taking if Felix wants to do it, because his time in the semi was an 89.77. So
I still think there's we could see even 5 seconds faster than what Hannes just did, I reckon.
Okay.
The 85 mark, I think, is the marker. But you never know in the final.
No, nerves play a part. So
just slightly back on the split, but very much in touch.
Okay, at the moment, Felix Oschmautz is just down on Hannes' time. And we know that Hannes was a bit slow down the bottom of the course. So
definitely got stuck in the last couple of moves, Hannes. So there's space there.
So if Felix is within touch at the last split, then he could easily look at
even more in touch than he was. He's made up some time.
Right, we are. Here we go. What's he going to do at the bottom of the course, though? Because this is where, this gate here, we've seen some paddlers come unstuck, but that's nice.
Yeah, he's executed it pretty well.
Not lost any time
Hannes
there.
Was a bit stuck on the exit there, so I think he's going to,
So let's see now. We're going to go very close. We're going to go into the 80s, I think. We're going under 90, are we? Let's see if he can nail this move. We'll go.
Oh, he's let go of his paddle.
Oh, it's going to be hard. I think he's going to be very close. He's just under the 90, is he? No!
Yeah, it's a good run from Felix. Very good run.
Very good run.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some excitement. Look at that. I love it when Austrians get excited.
Pretty happy.
Yeah, but nothing better than seeing an excited Austrian. Look at Felix Oschmautz sitting there. As you said, lost the grip on the paddle.
Yeah, right in that second last gate. I think he'd let go of it. I don't know what happened, but he managed to hold it together.
Our eagle-eyed cameraman and replay artist will be scrolling through the tape now to see what happened.
I agree. I did think he had 2 good runs in him, so I'm happy
with that call.
That came through.
Yep. So he's going to be the leader at the halfway stage. Felix Oschmautz. We're going to hopefully hear a word from him in just a moment. Maybe he can explain why he let go of the paddle at the bottom of the course. Let's see if we pick it up on the replay in just a moment. Here we are. We're coming down here now. Oh yeah, you're right. It slipped right off his hand. He was lucky the paddle didn't hit the gate. Well spotted, Finn. Got eyes on you like a meerkat.
Coach is happy.
He is happy.
Yeah. Family's happy.
Let's see if Felix is happy. That's the important thing right now. He's our current leader at the halfway stage of the final. The man from Austria, Felix Oschmautz.
Good man.
90.05. Is that going to be enough for a medal? Does he think it's going to be enough for a medal? That's the thing. That's the
we've got some big guns to come.
Yep.
And they were pretty quick in the semi-final. So
look there at the leaderboard now. Oschmautz, Agner, Popular. That is again, 90.05. You wouldn't think that's enough for a gold, surely, but it is a final.
Yeah.
Let's have a listen now to our current race leader, Felix Oschmautz.
All right, that was really close. How do you feel?
I feel great. It's so cool to race here. And the course is so hard. When you pass the last gate, you're just so happy that you did it and you can't stop pedaling now.
Do you feel like your run will be good enough for a medal?
I don't know. I lost the grip of my pedal in the second last gate. So I think some time's left there. And we'll see what the other guys put on.
All right, well done. We'll see.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you've got to have the time, and he's locked it away now, and now it's up to everybody else to try and better that. I mean, most of these guys, in fact, they all went under 90 in the semi. Yeah. The next 5, so they're going to have to repeat that performance now if they want to knock Felix Oschmautz off the gold medal podium.
Yeah, but like he said, you know, the course is very hard, so he said once you get past the last gate, you can't stop pedaling now because you're happy you've gone through all the gates.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I kind of agree with him. I think it might be on the bubble for a medal, maybe 3rd or 4th. But I have a feeling that a couple of these guys are going to go pretty quick.
Well, we're about to see the 2016.
This might be one of them.
The 2016 Olympian Joe Clark. He hasn't been on the top of the podium for a little while, so he'd be pretty keen to nail one here in Tacen, I reckon, ahead of the European Championships.
Yeah.
Send out a little bit of a reminder to the rest of the field that he's still around.
Still here, yeah. He got a medal in Augsburg at World Cup 1, so he is in good form, but didn't see him in the final last week in Prague, so... But he can produce some absolutely lightning paddling. It's so powerful.
Just see how fast he is across the water. That's any chance he's got to really put some speed on. That's where he makes the big difference. And this is a really nice start. Nice top part of the course for Joe Clark, the 2016 Olympic gold medalist.
Pretty tidy, really, to start off like that.
He gave the judges some work in the semi-final on gate 15. They spend a long time looking at gate 15 before finally giving him the all clear.
Oh, he's just letting it slip.
But he's the sort of guy who can pick that up again, though. Yeah. Here he goes.
Yeah, I don't think he lost too much there. No. He definitely was back on the line, but that will be more time probably.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be a bit back on the split now, but if anyone can pick something up, it's the big man.
Down there, down 2.5 seconds now, so that's a lot to make up at the bottom of the course for Joe Clark.
Sometimes the water's just not going in the direction you want it to go.
No. Is he going to do something? Ooh!
Yeah, he knew he had to do something there, and it was pretty slick.
That was very slick. The judges fell out of their chair there momentarily.
He still lost about 0.3, so...
Now we need a big finish here because Oschmautz, if he goes under 80, he's in a medal position. He's got to go under 80 seconds, though. He's not going to do it. He's going to be outside Felix Oschmautz's time. Slips now down into 5th, so not the run that you might have expected from the Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, just that middle section, really. He was pretty on it apart from that. Lost about, 2.5, 2.6 seconds there, and then sort of held that deficit to the end, so...
Now is not time to be laughing.
They're always laughing, those girls.
When Joe sees the replay, he's going to say, what were you laughing at? But there you go. So Felix Oschmautz still sitting there at the top of the leaderboard with 4 athletes to go. There's Joe Clark riding his luck, but well called, Finn. He lost that bit of time there
just
in the middle.
Between sort of, he got a little bit out of sorts in gate 7, 8, and then had to fight for that. It kind of put him late for 9, 10, and this is him here in the slow-mo, just pulling it back. So, but apart from that, he was pretty much on par with Felix. So, just tricky. Yeah, he went for it in that last up right there.
Yep. So. Well done, Joe. Of course, Joe recently became a father as well. January, became a dad. Changed his life and his focus. There's Marta Bertoncelli.
Must be an Italian coming down.
She loves the camera too, Marta. She's said to me, I feel so good in front of the camera.
There we go. 2021 silver medalist at the Worlds.
Yep. Marcelo Beda just fitting the stereotype there, feeding the stereotype of an Italian with a cup of coffee in his hand.
Yeah.
And he heads off now. We've got 4 more paddlers to go.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 Italians and then 2 Czechs.
The Italians know what they're doing here.
Oh yeah.
They train a lot here. They race a lot here. So see what Marcello can really lay down.
He would be of the.
He's going forwards at 4. Just fighting to pick up the wave. Probably a bit sticky. Lost a wee bit of time, I'd say, but a bit of energy as well. But he's definitely got the arms. So.
Certainly has.
Oh, that was pretty tidy, yeah. I'd say that 2.8 is basically sliding off gate 4.
Yeah.
Just disappears so quick the time.
So Marcelo Beda, probably of the top 5 competing here, he would be the big surprise packet to win a gold here. He would be the one that you go, wow, we did not see that coming. The rest of them you'd think, yeah, that's okay. We probably expect that.
Yeah, well, the other ones are all World Cup winners, so...
But at the moment, down a bit on the split, and he has a gate touch now on gate 14. That's going to make it very hard.
Just letting it slip away a wee bit.
Yeah, but in saying that it's going to make it hard, we're still well off the time, the best time, Vic Prentice's time in the semis. So
maybe I was wrong about that 85 coming from somewhere, but I've still got...
I thought you were a bit brave.
I'll stick by it.
Finn Butcher, folks, wrote the name down and wrote the time down. Marcelo Beda there, no, unfortunately, no medal for him today.
Pulled it back a bit at the end, which is nice to pick up that split. So,
at the moment, Felix Oschmautz, we have 3 to go. So now we're getting to the stage, Finn Butcher, where we're going to learn who's going to get the medals and what colour they're going to be. Now let's have a look here. We're looking at a gate touch here, are we? Let's have a look. What do we think? Ooh, okay. A bit hard to tell
that
from
inside pole. Looked like the water splashed a lot, but it might have clipped his BV as well. So
there's ground control. You see Major Tom up there on the right. David Bowie there in the background.
There we go.
Let's have a look. Oh, is that water? I reckon that was
water. Might be water. It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Water. Now, for those sitting at home, a water splash is fine. You can do a water splash.
Yeah, it happens quite often too, so the judges are going to be pretty eagle-eyed to spot it.
You just saw the knowing nod there from
taken off. So
from Hans Peter, he's our head judge there. He goes, "Yep, you know what to do. Remove that penalty. Bring down that penalty," he said, and they did.
Yeah, so basically just slid off gate 4 there, and then that was almost all his time. So. Right. Pretty decent run there from Marcello.
The Italian Ferrari. He's in the garage. He's moved out of the garage now. He's turning into his driveway, and here he goes. Down the main street, onto the freeway.
Nice.
Giovanni De Janeiro loves this course. Just makes it work for him, doesn't he, Finn? That's the difference. He just makes the course work for him rather than him having to work for the course.
He does, yeah. And when it's not working for him, he's definitely got the horsepower to put himself where he needs to be. So Pretty good start. Pretty good start. We saw Marcello slide off 4, and Giovanni looks like he's held it there, and it reflected in the split. So he's just 0.7 up on Felix at the moment, and then that's pretty tidy there.
Just getting it done. Look at that.
Yeah, really nice.
Just going the direct route, which we thought might happen. He didn't do it in the semi, but
he's going to be well up, I think.
Really put together.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, he's picked up a touch. 13, I didn't see that.
Why did you do that? Whoa, Giovanni De Janeiro, what are you doing, my friend? You've got to follow the road rules.
That's going to go to review, I'd say.
Yeah, the judges all of a sudden they're going, we're having such a nice time enjoying this run, and now we've got to go back and review 2 gates. Not 1, but 2 gates.
It can go, those 2 gates, they're almost...
and there's a touch on the way out of there.
The 2 nothing gates on the course, really, those 2. And then 16, 17, and then it just can go so far south so quick.
Yeah, that's gone.
It's pretty quick though. 87.6 for all time.
Thumbs down, big thumbs down. Going to put the Ferrari back in the garage. But
what was the fastest raw time we saw in the semi?
It was
87.2 was Prentice, 86.2, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so Giovanni 87.6, not too far off that raw time, but he did get pushed off a couple of poles on the that second last sort of section. So
we'll have a look at the review in just a moment of that potential 50. He really did. Here we go. Let's have a look here.
This is the touch, I think.
This is the.
Just on the cheek.
Just on the whiskers. He should have just had a shave this one. Have a shave, Giovanni.
It'll be these ones.
Look at that. Not sure about that.
Different angle.
Let's have a look. I don't think the boat's gone anywhere near it.
Look at, there's a big swirl. He's sort of stuck in the swirl behind him. So
let's have a look at it. Has the boat gone through the gate there? I don't think so. Happy Tacen day, Giovanni, but here's a 50 for your troubles. I think.
Yeah.
Hard to see.
We'll let them see. Who knows?
It's not our job.
Star's still there.
It's not our job. Felix and I, we are paid handsomely. Not Felix, sorry. Finn and I are paid handsomely. Felix is paid handsomely. Finn and I are paid handsomely, but the money does not cover the work of the judge.
No.
So Felix Oschmautz, why I said Felix, he's got a medal.
Sitting pretty well there.
He's got a medal. So
good solid run from Felix, put him into medal position, so well done.
2 checks now can upset the apple cart, including
so smooth.
Including the Olympic champion. Yuri Priskovic.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Just
tight exit too. He saved a bit of distance there, I think.
It's like he just turns on a dime, doesn't he? It's just just a little bit of using the wave.
I thought he was a bit late there when he turned to go forwards, but looked like he's in 2 minds if he was going to go direct or hit the spin, but managed to pull it off, and then there you go, 1.2 up.
Just motoring through the reviewing gate 2 for Yuri Priskovic. Won the gold in Prague.
Nice.
He's the Olympic champion, of course. Has done it all. But can he win gold? He won gold here in Tacen last year, I think, from memory.
Yeah, I think, was that his first World Cup win outside of Prague?
I think so.
Which is outrageous to me. But he can do it here.
So the time to beat is...
Oh, nice. He's absolutely sent that.
Smash this time. Here's your 85.
Yeah.
Here's your 85. Everyone sitting home thought Finn Butcher was as mad as a hatter. But he's called it.
There.
He's called it. He said there'll be an 85, and we're about to see it. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
85.
Tidy.
Second.
Here we go.
Run. Thank you very much.
85. Bang on 85. Wow. That was impressive. He does have a star.
He does.
I think they're still reviewing gate 2.
He is a star. He's the Mickey Mouse.
Wow, that was impressive. That was his dad.
Not showing too much emotion. Just
he's pretty pretty happy, I'd say. That was a pretty impressive run.
Are we going to see today? Let's have a look here at the gate, at the potential here for a gate touch.
Must be a touch.
Gate 2. Ooh la la. Ooh,
Don't know.
We've got lots of different angles. There we go. You can see. Look at this. This will be the better one. I
feel like they might be looking just on the X.
He's okay.
Oh, he's miles off.
He's clear.
Miles.
Remove that penalty.
He's millimetres off it.
Remove that asterisk. He's fine, and they've done it. They've just removed it.
They took it off, have they? Yeah.
By the way, they're still looking at Giovanni's run.
Wow.
I've been looking at that for a while, I think.
That was impressive.
85.02. You heard Finn Butcher. He's put his reputation on the line a long time ago and said we're going to have an 85. He was 0.02 of a second out, which I'm a bit disappointed about. But
I did think it was going to be a high 85 though, so he's gone better than I thought.
Yeah.
Which is insane considering the semi. Like Prentice's run from the semi was pretty rapid.
Now, what can Vit do? Can Vit Prindes upset the apple cart? He needs to nail this. He needs to do the run of his life, doesn't he?
He's got to be on it.
But if anyone can do it, it's Vit Prindes. 85. He's going to have to take some risk. Oh, I just said he's going to have to take some risk, and he's got a 50 and a 2 second there. My God, this final is over already.
Man.
That is heartbreak.
That drop in Tacen.
That was just...
It can just do whatever it wants to you sometimes, and you can't do anything about it.
They are reviewing it.
Off the line.
They are reviewing it, but he has got a 2 second touch. And
Definitely touch that up. So
that 2 second, I think, will be too much for him anyway. Yeah. So,
although if he repeats his run, he'll be in for a medal, well, even with a touch. So because he was an 86.
There's 5 seconds between Yuri Priskovic's time and Felix Oschmautz's time.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of room in there.
2.4 back on Raw.
Yeah.
Well, he's only 0.4 back on Raw.
It's just a question of whether they want to give him that 50 or not on that first gate. Ooh. By the way, Giovanni, maybe they're in a good mood, the judges, because Giovanni didn't get a 50.
Taken off.
So
lost a bit more time on Yuri here, but I thought he did that upright pretty tidy under the bridge.
But Yuri Priskovic, I think, has got this one locked away.
He's got that locked away.
It's a question of whether Prindes can do enough to get into second. No. Well, he can do. If they take the 50 off, he will take the silver.
He would, but
he did not. But I've got to say, Vit Prindes did not look upset when he crossed the line. When he crossed the line, he didn't look like a man who was surprised to have a 50 next to his name.
Yeah.
But let's have a look.
Good to see it again, but
we're going to have a replay. Here we go. Gate 1. Oh,
that's definitely tight. I don't think he got all his head in there.
Was it any tighter than Giovanni De Janeiro's? No. That's the question. That's the question. I'm putting it out there to you, Finn Butcher. I'm putting you on the spot here.
I reckon that's probably going to stay as a 50. Unfortunately for Vit.
It's not going to make any difference to our gold medalist anyway.
And Hannes Eigner.
Another bronze medal.
So solid. Hannes Eigner. He is so solid. It's outrageous.
He's got so many bronze medals he could make a statue.
Yeah. He just knows what to do. He knows how to put his boat down that course.
And Felix Oschmautz, someone boldly predicted he could win a medal. Anyway, let's have a listen to our gold medalist, Yuri Priskovic, another gold for the Czech.
Congratulations, you've won the 3rd World Cup. How do you feel?
I'm super happy. I won here last year, and they say Tacen, it's once in a life, so I guess it's twice, and I'm really happy about it.
That's awesome. That was a really, really fast run. Were you nervous before? You did it yesterday in a C1. Did that help you?
I lost some time on the C1 at the top part, as well as on my semi-final run between gates 1 and 2. And I flew through on my final run on K1, and I was really thrilled about it. And then I was a little bit low, I think, for the spin, so I went direct. And then it was just going well until the end, and I'm happy what I've put down.
Yeah, that was an epic run. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I always love, Finn, how these elite athletes, they've come down, they've flown down the course, but they can analyse exactly what, sort of maybe lost a split, half a second on gate 14 or something. I mean, I don't even know what number they're on, so.
Yeah, I think, he paddles so much, he trains so much that, you know where you slipped off the line a wee bit, when you were really fast, and I think Yuri, from what he was saying there, he knew he was quick, so yeah, he seemed pretty happy with it.
There is something strangely familiar about K1 Day here in Tacen today, because we have Jess Fox and Jiri Priskovic taking the gold medals. That is quality. Let's have a look at this leaderboard though. Vit Prindes has had the 50 removed. They're in a good mood today, the judges. They are in a very good mood.
Wow.
So Hannes Agner misses a medal. So Priskovic, gold. Prindes, silver. Oschmautz from Austria, the bronze. Hannes Agner misses out his fourth. Darius Papella, the first paddler on the course, finishes fifth.
Fifth place, not bad. Yeah, it's pretty solid first run to lay down.
Yep.
Czechs will be happy. 1-2 again, same as last week. So
yeah. That's a very good result. So congratulations to our gold medalists. Congratulations to Jiri Priskovic and of course Jess Fox. Just looking there at confirmation. Prindes with a 2-second penalty makes no difference though, because he still wouldn't have gone under Jiri Priskovic's time. And Felix Oschmautz taking the bronze. And now looking at the World Cup standings, or no doubt at all about who's on top, because he's had 2 gold medals. Jiri Priskovic, Giovanni De Gennaro, Vit Prindes, Hannes Agner, Mr. Consistent there in fourth. Lucien Delfour, the chicken man, he's fifth at the moment. As we head towards a season break, and except for the Europeans, they will go off and do European Championships. Finn Butcher, thank you so much, mate, for coming in and being part of the commentary team.
Thanks for having me.
And for your accurate predictions and very forthright opinions.
I'm happy Jiri laid one down and stuck to my 85.
Indeed. Thank you at home for being part of our coverage today. We'll be back tomorrow with Kayak Cross. If you've never seen a Kayak Cross final, please tune in tomorrow. You'll love what you see. It is a sight to behold. But from today, from Tacen Whitewater Centre, from Ross Solly and Finn Butcher, thanks for your company. It's over and out.
Elena je za tebe, Elena imamo, da će Pavel Brinkov,